We've moved into a new decade, and so the last thing you want is for your home to look dated. Throughout 2019, we have set some extreme trends in interior design, from embracing industrial elements to the resurgence of entirely neutral spaces. We've taken a look at what to expect this year and how to get ahead with your design aesthetic, whatever your budget. Colour is making a comeback. One of the key trends this decade has been that of neutral spaces with a few accent pieces to liven up the decor. However, this year, one of the main inclinations in design will be towards colour, bolder, brighter and braver. Rebecca Breslin, Wayfarer Professional Design Manager, is calling for an end to grey and all neutral everything without texture of visual interest. And therefore, if you're looking for a change this year, then start by adding colour to your home. Think burnt oranges and deep blues, which are really set to become on vogue throughout the whole year. Paper is set to tear up the market again. A feature wall has been the mainstay of every makeover show and glossy magazine before and after shoot since early noughties. However, 2020 is set to end all that fad. Rather than a singular wall, which is adorned with wallpaper, we are going to see all 4 walls covered with paper in line with our brighter aesthetic for 2020. Wallpaper has seen some sort of renaissance over the past decade, with designs from Gucci and Dior all the way through to stick and peel examples flooding the marketplace. And this isn't set to end this year. If you want to experiment, then start with smaller spaces such as studies, toilets, guest bedrooms, where patterns will seem less overwhelming. The cabinet shake-up. The crisp and white kitchens that you've been enduring as the design staple over the last decade is set to move into retirement in 2020, with the colour making its way back into the heart of the home. Kitchen cabinets more specifically are to become the real focus in kitchen design. Therefore, if you're looking to stay on trend, then think about rejuvenating your cabinets. Navy blue matte cabinets with vintage gold handles will transform your aesthetics immediately and mix with the traditional vintage visuals, which are set to be all the rage this year. Give art a start. In these modern days of mass production and consumerism, vintage art and antiques are making a huge comeback due to the perceived one-off kind of nature of objects that possess their own unique stories. If you're looking to make small changes to your home and make it chic, then adding some select pieces of art is a great start. Adding pieces to your kitchen walls will add particular interest to an otherwise utilitarian space. Soften the edges. Throughout the 2010s, chicness has often been related to strong lines, sharp edges and minimalisation. However, as we move into the next decade, this is set to be turned on its head for an altogether softer look. As well as a nod to the 30s glamour, well, think metallics such as silvers and golds, as well as scallop seating. Curves and fluid shapes are set to be popular this year, from circular tables to rounded edged sofas. We're finally coming full circle back to the 1970s, where there's bold colours and softer edges. Until next week, I'm Jim Parker for Fife Properties TV.